Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us.
I've had many miraculous things happen to me in my lifetime. Some would say impossible things. Birthing a child isn't always easy. Birthing a miracle isn't always understood. I know what it's like to do both. My name is Mary, Mother of Jesus, and I am here to tell you the story of a wedding, a time and a place where I found myself expecting again. There's nothing quite like the joy of a wedding, is there? It's a time to celebrate God's providence, his divine care in bringing his beloved together to live as one. Now, I have been to many weddings before, but the one in Cana, that's a wedding many will never forget. I remember it well. It was a lovely banquet indeed. The streets were lined with family and friends. The air was thick with the smell of garlic and roasted meat and freshly baked bread. Now, at this particular wedding, I worked closely with the master of the banquet as well as the servants. We spent many hours carefully planning every detail, making sure that we wouldn't run out of anything. And that's why I vividly remember my sense of anticipation when I found out there wasn't any more wine. For 33 years, I carried the seed of expectancy with me wherever Jesus went, because I knew what God had promised me regarding my son, and I knew that if God spoke it, it was going to come to pass. I knew this day in Cana, a miracle was in the making. So in faith, I told the servants, whatever Jesus tells you to do, do it. And then I stood back and I fixed my eyes on Jesus as he began to work. I will never forget the master of the banquet's reaction. He even took the groom aside. Everyone serves the choice wine first and then the cheaper wine later. But you have saved the best for last. And there it was, Jesus' first miracle. He had taken the water and miraculously turned it into wine right before our very eyes. There is something special about being there for your child's first, their first breath, their first step, the first time they call you mama. All wonderful milestones, but nothing compared with the joy that filled me that day as I saw Jesus perform his first miracle. You see, the joy of faith is not seeing the miracle itself, but is in the deep knowing of who God is. I've learned that miracles can happen only when one partners with what God has said. And so I simply partnered again. I didn't go to the wedding that day with my feelings. I went to the wedding that day believing. believing that miracles happen and do happen every day. I've also learned that God can take the ordinary, like water, like me, and bring forth the extraordinary. Not because he needs to, but just because he wants to. My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has been mindful of the humble state of his servant. Blessed is she who has believed that what the Lord has said to her will be.